Welcome back, Deshaun Watson. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Deshaun Watson and the rest of the Texans are looking forward to a healthier season in 2018. They get a tough test in the opener as they take on the defending AFC champs, the New England Patriots. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. But first, it's up to Foxborough. Here are Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway.
Let's go, boys.
Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man out of Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
What a start to his NFL career as a rookie. 19 touchdown passes in just 6 starts. That was more touchdowns than Joe Flacco, Tyrod Taylor, or Marcus Mariota. And Houston went 1-8 after losing him, which lent credence to many people saying he should have been the Rookie of the Year based on his play and how Houston did without him.
On first down, it's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Oh, damn, I overran that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017, and really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016, jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary is a marvel, mainly because of head fakes and body control.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
I'm taking a good look at linebacker Dante Hightower, who missed most of 2017 due to injury. And I do believe that the Patriots missed him in a big way in the Super Bowl, because you remember against Atlanta in the previous Super Bowl, it was a strip sack by Dante Hightower that changed the complexion of the game. Big and strong in the middle, stout against the run, can rush the passer from a defensive end position, and he's just that alpha guy that everyone gravitates towards on the defensive side of the ball.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right? That's
oh, my God.
When you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start, because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
I feel, Coach. I feel.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just one.
Damn it.
Watson, that's his first touchdown pass since October 29th of last year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical, and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 6-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Damn it.
It's a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Still fighting for more. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The first NFL touchdown run for Sony Michel, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans making their way out with some renewed optimism, really, in Houston for 2018. But, Charles, it all revolves around one word. It's something they didn't have in 2017. I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter H.
Now, I'm guessing it's not Houston.
No, it's health.
You're exactly right. Great call there, partner, because health is what really doomed their season last year. Remember, they were the #1 defense in the NFL 2 seasons ago. Whitney Merciless, a terrific outside linebacker, hurt very early last year. The face of the franchise, J.J. Watt, hurt very early last year. And who would have thought a rookie quarterback by the name of Deshaun Watson would give them the optimism they were looking for. And then when he went down, there went the season.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Oh, my God. He was wide open again.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Yo, why is Watson so fucking protected?
Out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his second start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the
fucking
end,
hell, I need sacks, not just that.
Thing found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is
Jesus
third
Christ,
and
make a
7.
stop, defense.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
You
and he will have
fucking kidding me?
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in week 1. So do not press the
Jesus Christ.
Touchdown, Texans. Demaryius Thomas, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are in for 6. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns. And now it's blocked.
And we have 2 blocks. What's up?
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now Brady. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Brady now on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Braxton Berrios with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kick, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin with an AFC clash up in the Northeast. Baltimore playing host to Buffalo. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. The Ravens playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands. Check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jags looking for the win on the road in Week 1. Finally, let's get down to Miami, see what's going on with the Dolphins. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Dolphins trying to start the season right, and it's looking good so far at home. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing. He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Juszczyk from 3 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position.
The ball is in. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire.
That the first NFL touchdown of the career of DJ Moore. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Gostkowski now.
All right, defense, make another stop. This time, if you force a fumble, recover it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson now to throw. Scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off.
Guys, if you're going to force that, at least catch it.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away.
Yeah, this is why we should have caught one of those.
And he gets this one just
exactly why we should have caught one.
At the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Almost 6 for 6.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles.
And Thomas is open again, wide open. What the hell?
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into
the hell are these guys this open?
It doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Jesus Christ.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game.
And we leave Thomas open again for a 3rd touchdown. Oh, my God.
Demaryius Thomas with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And pops free.
That's
the
nice.
There jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive team.
Jesus Christ, you should have caught that. You should never have caught that ball. Never should have caught it.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 17 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know.
Oh, my God. How about
protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Gronkowski now out to kick it away.
Yeah, a lot of things need to be changed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start
at least I hope I can make another freaking stop, but, you know, my defense just fell asleep.
But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right, Watson has had so much protection.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. To throw on second is Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over.
Can we make a third down stop? Because I'm not being able to do that all game long.
Third and long. It's Watson. Drops it to Blue. Complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also...
Oh, my God, I need interceptions.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So with that, we can just about
I can still take that.
This one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Oh, what a move. And now running right through it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
You mean 1st and goal?
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
Ouch.
Back at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Brady going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Moore making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is...
And I missed it. Fucking hell.
That maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playing?
All right, get the gun ready.
Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
He's probably going to need it sometime this season for him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
into heavy traffic.
Finally.
Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?"
Look at the knobs though.
I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point.
Finally made that one.
Up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
Ain't that a bitch.
The Texans on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Shit.
Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And
how the hell does he get the first down?
27-yard line.
Oh, okay, no, he doesn't.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, please give me another interception.
Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going
Watson throws. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Brady going to throw here.
Brady looks, Brady throws deep. He is open.
Complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So
DJ Moore.
Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little, a little extra on top.
That's how you, Charles. You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for New England, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.